morning. So this is Derry. She's the latest one that we got coming to being finished. With getting started. Not finished all the way through, but with her getting started and getting rode. She's been out now in the mountains. She's been down river. And she wasn't a hard horse. She was very nice. But there was a couple little quirks on her that we needed to take our time with. For instance, this horse, when we first started with her, you'd ask her to go around in her circle, to lunge a circle or something, and she would spin on you, stand straight up in the air, she'd rear up and do all those kind of things. That type of a horse, you better take your time on the ground before you get on that horse's back. Because if you don't, and something goes wrong and that horse goes resorting back to rearing up and that kind of stuff that it's already showing you it has a tendency to want to do from the ground, once it starts that and you're in the saddle, you have started to create a wreck and you're ruining the doggone horse. I'll just kind of go over a little bit of her groundwork because she's doing that all pretty nice now, and that gives us leeway to move to her riding, which she's already nice at that too. This is a sweet little mare. Again, when that big gray horse came in, she got herself a new boyfriend right away, but Bill, they can't blame her. He's kind of good-looking son of a gun. All right, go ahead and shut her a second. So again, I swapped her halter on to put a lunging halter on her so I can kind of be clipped on the side to keep her tipped in where we want to keep her tipped in and that kind of stuff. But she bridles like this. She's doing everything really nice, this little horses. Leave her there and let's ask her to lunge around for us for a second. And just look at her go around and tell me if this is something that you would want to get on. And when that other big gray horse can move around like this mare is moving around, then I'm ready to climb on his back and start teaching him something. But if I can't get him to do that from down here, I got no business up there on his back. All I'm going to do is confuse him. Just confuse him and start creating other issues. All right, come on, let's go because we don't want to do this all day. There's my trot when we're aboard. See how it's not all erratic and all crazy? Nice. Staying on out there. Let's change levels. And I'm gonna ask her for a lope, and we're not even warmed up, so don't tell her that, since she's gonna act like a jackass, but good girl. And let's go. That's it, right? Because when we first started asking this horse for her lope, she wouldn't give you a lope. She would rear up and kick out and take off in that direction, take off in that direction. So this now gives leeway. So when I'm up there and I ask the mare for a lope, that's the lope that we're getting when we ask her for lope. So now it's just keeping everything where it is and building on top of it. But this is a sweet little mare. Good girl, sweetheart. That was nice. She's never humped up. She's never tried to be naughty. She's very smart. Oh, now she wants to roll. From that little bit of work, I mean, this mare, you could probably just put a picket line on her and let her graze somewhere if you wanted to do that while you're out camping and that kind of crap like that. Show real quick on her lightness. Again, before I step on that other big gray horse, he needs to be able to do that like that, right? Good girl. So that when I'm up there and I ask that horse to bend around it, he understands what that means to give to that pressure. It's the same thing like what I was talking about on tying him up. I won't tie him up until he understands what that means. Until he understands that when I ask this, that's where he goes. So that way when he pulls on the fence or something, that he's going to realize that he just needs to come off of that and he'll be safe. And understanding. It's mainly the understanding what I'm looking for these horses to have. But anyways, that's Derry this morning. I'm going to saddle her up, take her out and get rode. Just wanted to show her groundwork because the groundwork is huge on this mare. the difference and the change and everything.